Roughly 1 in 3 adults around the world will deal with insomnia at some point, and about 10% meet the criteria for chronic insomnia. If you've ever found yourself wide awake at 2 or 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your brain won't shut off, it's not just you. We've been there, and we know how disruptive and frustrating it can be. For decades, many of us struggled with sleep, sometimes not catching even a single minute of rest all night. It's more than just exhaustion, it's life-altering. And what makes things even worse is the mystery around it. Why did we feel so awake in the middle of the night and so tired in the morning? It all ties back to our circadian rhythm, particularly the role of cortisol. Cortisol is our primary stress hormone, and it follows a rhythm throughout the day, ideally at its lowest point around 2 a.m. and at its peak around 8 a.m. But for many of us, that rhythm is flipped, wide awake at 2, barely functioning at 8. We tried it all: prescription medications, sleep hacks, and countless supplements. What we didn't realize back then was that many of those medications can actually increase cortisol, making things worse in the long run. Let's talk about what actually helps. The magic of magnesium, which is critical for lowering cortisol levels. When we're deficient in magnesium, cortisol tends to rise. Muscle tightness, cramps, and even eyelid twitches are classic signs of magnesium deficiency. If pointing your toes causes a cramp, that's a big red flag. Magnesium glycinate is one of the most effective forms to take before bed. It helps relax the muscles and calm the nervous system. Interestingly, magnesium levels are at their lowest in the body around 6 a.m., possibly explaining why heart attacks and strokes tend to spike in the early morning. Another hidden sleep saboteur is low blood sugar. If we eat a high-carb dinner or sugary snacks late in the day, blood sugar spikes and crashes through the night. When it drops too low, the body triggers a cortisol release to bring it back up, and that surge can jolt us awake at 2 or 3 a.m. Refined carbs, restaurant meals with hidden ingredients, and alcohol can all contribute to this crash. Alcohol, in particular, makes us feel drowsy at first but disrupts deep, restorative sleep. Eating too close to bedtime, especially a high-protein meal, can also keep us awake. Protein stimulates the body more than we might expect. We found that stopping food intake by late afternoon leads to deeper, more uninterrupted sleep. If we crave salty snacks at night, it could be a sign of sodium deficiency. Low sodium can increase cortisol levels. Adding sea salt to meals throughout the day, not just at night, can balance sodium levels and prevent those nighttime cravings. The key is to get ahead of the need so your body doesn't wake you up looking for salt. Even what we watch before bed matters. Action-packed or suspenseful movies can spike cortisol. Watching something calm or even boring helps the body wind down. So does avoiding screens late at night. Blue light from phones and computers suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps us drift off. Sunlight during the day is one of the best ways to increase melatonin production at night. Infrared light from sunlight, firelight, or candles helps stimulate melatonin in the cells. Without it, we may struggle to wind down, even if we're tired. When we're deficient in vitamin B1, thiamine, the body may feel overly energized at night, as though it doesn't know how to power down. Physical activity, like long walks or light exercise, can help burn off that excess energy and signal the body that it's time to rest. The liver detoxifies the body, and it's most active between 1 and 3 a.m. if we've consumed alcohol, medications, or heavy meals that the liver needs to process. That detoxification process can disrupt sleep. Milk thistle taken before bed can support liver function and improve sleep quality. Restless leg syndrome is often linked to deficiencies in magnesium and B1. Eating too many carbs can cause these deficiencies. Correcting that imbalance can bring fast relief. If our heart is racing when we're trying to sleep, it could be due to low potassium. This is often tied to a high-carb diet or an overly acidic body. Sometimes taking diluted apple cider vinegar before bed helps balance pH and stabilize blood sugar overnight. Just be sure not to take it too concentrated, as that can backfire. If we're lying awake despite all this, the simplest thing might be the best. Pick up a calming book, nothing too stimulating, and read until the eyelids grow heavy. Then the next day, go for a long walk. Let fresh air and movement flush out any leftover cortisol and tension. We've been through this, and we know how frustrating it can be. But with the right steps, supporting our magnesium, sodium, potassium, B1, and blood sugar levels, sleep becomes more than a dream. It becomes a nightly reality. Let us know how these strategies or any others that worked for you. We're in this together. Thank you for watching and stay healthy.